FLYWEIGHTS champion Takayama
James Twin for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the long tradition of covering Japanese boxing from the American perspective continue here on True School Sports, because that's something that I take great pride in. And as a man, you know, in life, whether it's with this, whether it's in boxing or it's with other things, you always go where you feel valued and you always go where you feel needed. And I feel needed and I feel valued when I cover Japanese boxing. So I want to talk about this fighter because he made a real impression on me. I like him a lot. Recently, I attended a show at Korkin Hall, a legendary venue here in Japan. And the main event fight was the Japanese super flyweight champion, a fighter who goes by the name of Suzumi Takayama. Southpaw, Japanese champion. I believe his record is 9-0 with 7 knockouts or 6 knockouts, something like that. Very good fighter. Now there's not a lot of information out there on him on Instagram or even on like an article. So like I'm really, you know, giving you guys my insights because there's not a whole lot to go off of other than what a little bit I know what I saw. First and foremost, he trains at the Watanabe boxing gym, which I would say in terms of prestige, in terms of like importance, is definitely one of the top 3 to 5 best gyms in Japan. You know, Watanabe boxing gym has produced a lot of champions. I think the 2 most notable ones have been the former Ring Magazine champion, lineal champion, Hiroto Kayaguchi, and former super featherweight champion, Takashi Uchiyama. Those are the 2 like biggest champions that I know they produce, but I know they produce a lot more. And definitely on the Japanese level, like just Japanese, high level Japanese contention, they've more than I can count. So the fact that he's coming from that gym, it gives him a good chance because he's gonna have good coaches, good people, good gym culture. That helps a lot. As far as in the ring, from what I saw, now he won his super flyweight Japanese title in his 6th pro fight. He won the youth Japanese super flyweight title in his 4th pro fight, and he's defended his Japanese super flyweight title 3 times. So he's already shown the ability to be really good early in his career. He's shown consistency, and as far as his style, like many Japanese fighters, I don't know why, but Japan produces a lot of southpaws, and not just southpaws. It's a particular kind of southpaw, and that kind of southpaw is like a power punching southpaw. He's like a power punching southpaw. His punches don't have a lot of fat on them, and when I say fat, what I mean is like when you throw your punches, like his elbow is not all the way out here. You know, the punches are very disciplined. They get from point A to point B in a very, very efficient manner, much like the Japanese train system. I feel like a lot of times fighters, because I'm starting to think like this now. A lot of times fighters and the styles, it mirrors the place they come from. So like when I think of Japan, I think of like the train system. I think of like, look how clean these streets are. Look, like in America, a lot of our cities aren't this damn clean, and in Japan, damn near everywhere I've been to, and I've been to a lot of Japan, is that clean. So efficiency, are like pillars of this country, are like efficiency, attention to detail. He has those things in his style: efficiency, attention to detail. Like I don't view him as like even though he has a big knockout ratio, I still don't view him as a knockout artist. Like he doesn't strike me as a guy that's going in there looking for knockouts. He's getting knockouts because he's fighting at the right distance, and he's landing the punches, you know, at the right distance. You know, he's turning them over at the right distance. And so far on the high level, Japanese level, he has went ahead and he's pretty much knocked out everybody he's fought. Now we're gonna find out what his punching power is really like when he fights someone in the top 10 of super flyweight. top 15, maybe like an ex-former world champion or something like that. If he goes and he can show on that level that his punching power translates, then I might start to give more credence to the fact that he is a world-class puncher. But we know he's at least an above-average puncher. But is he a world-class puncher? I don't know yet. But what I do know is that Suzumi Takayama, as it stands right now, he is ranked top 10 in all 4 sanctioning bodies. So it doesn't matter if we're speaking about WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF. Name any one of the governing organizations, he is in the top 10. And I believe his highest ranking right now has him at number 7 in the IBF. I know the number 1 and number 2 spot are currently vacant. So in the IBF, technically he's number 5, because if number 1 and number 2 are vacant, then he's actually number 5. So I think that's where he's gonna go. And I think he'll probably wind up fighting for that IBF title. I'm gonna make a prediction. I'll say he winds up fighting for that IBF title maybe in the 3rd or 4th quarter of 2025. And right now, as it stands, Japan has 9 active world champions in boxing, which are right now Naoya Inoue, Kenshiro, Junzo Nakatani, Seiya Tsutsumi, Ryosuke Nishida, Yoshiki Takai. Who else am I missing? Yoshiki Takai, Shokichi Iwata. And I know I'm missing like 2 more, and I'm not going to try to remember them right now. But Seigo Yuriokoi, and right now I can't remember the 9th one. But it's very possible that at some point during 2025, Japan could legitimately have 10 world champions in boxing. And I think Takayama, I'm putting him on world title watch for next year. I'm putting Jin Sasaki on world title watch. I think it's possible Japan can mess around and have like 10 or 11 world champions at the same time. And for context right now, the USA as a whole, I counted, I think yesterday, the USA has 14 world champions. So Japan is punching way above their weight class, and this is definitely a golden age, and he's one of the guys that I think is going to be playing a big factor in the continued dominance of Japanese boxing at the lower weight classes, in the lower weight division. So very excited about him. Please, guys, check him out. Very good fighter. I think he's got a lot of potential. And I don't know how long Bam Rodriguez plans on staying at 115, but I'll tell you guys like this: if this guy gets his hands on a belt, I'm gonna say it like this right now. He's still gotta grow. He's still gotta mature. But if this man gets his hands on a super flyweight title and Bam Rodriguez ain't gone undisputed yet, I'm gonna start calling for this fight. So if you're watching this video in the future, if this guy has a title, and you start seeing me say this name a lot, don't be surprised. I told you guys on November of 2024. I was talking about Suzumi Takayama. So message to those in the future: if this guy gets a world title and Bam Rodriguez has not yet won undisputed, then I want to see him fight this guy. I want to see Bam fight somebody who's Japanese at some point, because it's like, how are you going through all these little weight classes, like these weight classes where Japan has a hell of a lot of champions, and a lot of good fighters, a lot of quality fighters, and he ain't fighting nobody Japanese. I mean, it's not adding up. The math ain't mathing out. And it's not a slight on Bam, it's just something I'm picking out. But anyway, this video is not about Bam. This video is about Takayama. Damn good fighter. Guys, please check him out. And just be on the lookout for him, because I think in 2025, he's going to be a fighter that makes some noise and gets on people's radar who follow this weight class. So leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.